Welcome back, everybody. This is my 1 year in review as a amateur disc golfer on what to do, what not to do. Yeah, so we're doing this outside. I'm having a cocktail. First, I'm gonna tell you what not to do. We're gonna put these over here. What not to do is, and these aren't. This is not every disc that I've purchased. So this one, we're gonna set that one to the side because that one's got meaning. So, what I would do if I was a new disc golfer, if I was someone who wanted to get into disc golf and I didn't know what to do, first look up videos on what not to do. Because what you don't want to do is buy a bunch of discs, and I've got, let's count them, 1, 2, 3. I've got 65-ish discs, probably touching 70. Most of these from here this way are 10 speed. Those are 10 speeds. That's an 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 12. What is that? Yeah, that's 12. That's a destroyer. Don't ever buy a destroyer if you're a new disc golfer. You don't need it yet. My biggest mistake getting into disc golf was thinking I needed faster discs, and that is not the truth. The more I learn about disc golf, the slower the discs I purchase. That's a fast disc. This is actually a factory second Wraith that I bought recently. It was like 10, 11 bucks. I mean, whatever. Forehand, backhand, whatever. I'm gonna practice with it soon. I need to get my bags. The bag's so fucking full, it's not even funny. But I'm gonna go through. So, disc speed is not your friend when you are a new disc golfer. Slower is better. Take your time. Learn how to throw each shot, and then buy discs that you're comfortable with. Honestly, if I could do it all over again, I probably wouldn't buy anything over a 7-speed in my first year. Honestly. This one's I'm gonna always keep this one because this is one of the first discs that my girlfriend purchased for me, along with this one. And another thing to tell new disc golfers is learn what overstability, stable, and understability is, and how they coincide with how a disc flies. Because any good disc golfer will know that these are two of the first 3 discs that were ever purchased for me. My girlfriend bought me, and they are so fucking overstable, it's not even funny. This one I've had and I've used quite often for the last year and a half, and it's still overstable. It's gotten a lot straighter, but it's beat up, chunked up, if you can see it. Mind you, I hated it. I hated it when I first got it, but since then, I've bought a new one. So it was good enough that I felt like I needed to have an option in the bag. But yeah, this one is just a straight up meat hook. The Discmania Splice meat hook. But anyway, to my in the bag as a amateur disc golfer, a one-ish year disc golfer. So I've went ahead and just settled on the Yeti Pro AVR as my putting putter, and now I have 5 of them so I can practice quite often. And I just cycle them through. That's a factory second I just got. So I don't look at them as being different discs. I'm pretty colorblind when it comes to these, so I grab 2, put them in the bag, and then I play with both of them as they are the same disc. So Yeti Pro AVRs are my putting putters. I have multiple, too many. I have multiple like throwing putters. Pro Dart, it's pretty good. I have an R Pro Pig for certain specific shots. I got a DX Rock. That's not a putter. I've got a personalized custom EMAC Judge that the girlfriend bought me with a custom stamp on it. What else? We don't need to talk about any of those. Alright, so what I have currently in my bag, hold on, we gotta get a little top off. So first things first, hold on. I live in East Texas. I'm fat. I've got this massive wombat on my face, and I get hot. So I keep an entire fucking bottle of Johnson & Johnson's baby powder in my bag so I can put it on my hands to reduce the stickiness. Alright. And I also have a very gross sweatband that needs to be washed. Wilson. I got my disc retriever because I suck at disc golf and I throw it in the creek often. But let's get into it. So, like I said, Yeti Pro AVRs. I mean, 5-time world putting champion. It's kind of hard to go wrong with that disc. Just saying, guys. Now, beyond that, a throwing putter that I have that's overstable throwing putter, R Pro Rhino. Now, I will swap out that with the R Pro Pig. There are some shots here out of my local courses that if I throw this one too hard, I'm going in the fucking water. So I have the Rhino, a little bit slower. Now up from that, I've got a couple, both of these, actually, these 3 are all rocks. So this is a bottom stamp DX rock. It's super reliable as far as putting it on a certain line. If you hyzer, it's going to follow that hyzer line. If you anhyzer, I had to throw it. I had a scramble shot the other day, and I'd throw a anhyzer like through a fucking wall of trees, and it made it, and it just flexed just perfect. I mean, it left me about 25 feet from the basket, but I also have, so that's a 177 DX Rock. I just bought a new factory second 180 DX Rock, and then I have a Champion Rock. So I got adult money and I get to do adult things and whatever. Now beyond that, let's put them back as we go because I don't feel like fucking with this shit. Beyond that, I've got several mids. We have the Tactic, which I can throw forehand. I'm not good at forehand, but I can throw forehand, backhand. So every disc in my bag, I have learned to throw forehand and backhand. Even this one, which is not great. Next up would be a Wombat 3. This one was just recently we have a course here in East Texas at Hensley Park, hole 17. It's like a 350 to 400 foot, basically fucking tunnel shot the whole way. And the first half, you have a 200 foot Mando where if you don't get it past this certain point, you have to go to the drop zone. So I threw this one this past weekend. Mind you, I've been having knee issues, so I can't really do a good walk up, but I threw it backhand, and first time in my life have I gotten it down the tunnel through the Mando without any hitch. And if my second shot would have been straighter, I probably would have birdied that hole, but I didn't. All right, now for our overstable mid-range, we have the Star Rock X3. This thing is basically a meat hook, just a really slow, just catch and win. It's gonna go, it's gonna go wherever you want it, and it's gonna be very reliable every time. I only have I've got like, most of mine is all fairways because I've had to slow everything down. So we got a Leopard 3. This one, probably one of my farthest flying fairways. Put it on a little bit of hyzer and it'll flip up. If you throw it too hard, it's going to just keep riding out. This one's a new one. I just got this one. I picked up the light factory seconds. This one's a Star Eagle. It's a bit of a meat hook. It's just going to fly straight. For me, it's going to fly straight for about 225, 250. If I can put a lot of heat on it, because I don't have a fast arm speed right now. But if I can put a lot of heat on it, it's going to go straight for about 225 feet, and then just fade. Because I got too much money and I don't know what to buy, I got a Greg Barsby Tour Series Eagle, which is basically, it's just a little bit more stable than this Star. And I mean, they both fly similar. Like, I can put a lot of heat on it and it's just going to come out at the end. I don't know why, but I think because I've been trying to work my forehand so much for the last 2 months, my whole bag is just overstable fairways. So we got a Star T-Bird 3, just a little bit faster version. The rest of these, what is that? Oh, we got a Star Sidewinder. I can flip this one up. Before I hurt my knee, I can flip this one up and it would fly out probably a good 300-ish feet. And like, it was my second longest flying disc. It's only 157 grams. I try to get most of my discs, unless it's a Tour Series disc, which are usually like 173. If it's not a Tour Series disc, it's usually about 163 to 167, probably mid 160s. And now these two, I was out doing field practice today, and I was throwing a bunch of forehand and backhand, but I've got a Champion Valkyrie. This thing was a fucking laser beam at like 230-ish feet. I mean, it just went straight, didn't fucking fade at all. Now, it kind of went into the ground, like a hill came up, but it never moved off the line that I put it on. I almost fucking aced the basket I was throwing it at, and it just went, whew. So that one's going in the bag. This Champion Thunderbird, it just super dependable. That's all I really can say about it. I've had one of my farthest forehand shots, my flick, whatever. I like to say forehand. I don't like to say flick. But I think flick, it was like flicking your bean. I don't flick a bean a lot. I mean, not mine. But forehand shots, this one, super dependable. And then the last three discs I have, you always got to have a Firebird. This is a 162 Star Firebird. I can make some really nice shots that have to, flex a lot through woods. We live here, I mean, we're in East Texas, so we're just woods everywhere. So I have to flex in and out of the woods and put it on a Anheuser shot, let it just work its magic. And then my what's it called? I can't think of the word. That's what happens when you drink too much. My scramble disc. My scramble disc is a 12-time Ken Climo champion Firebird. This thing just wants to fucking hunt the ground. It just, hey, no matter the most extreme anhyzer angle you put this thing on, it's gonna fight out of it and hunt the ground. So it is a very dependable disc. And then my longest bomber I have right now for my arm speed is a Star Mambo. I can throw this forehand, backhand. Before I tweaked my knee, I was getting a lot of turnover backhand. Before that, it was just going straight for me, and then a nice fade at the end. I was starting to build up some arm speed, and it was starting to turn over and turn to the right. And then now I can throw this one, and it's only a 171. I can throw this one on a freaking forehand, and it's probably one of my longest forehand shots, and it'll freaking just finish nice at the end. It's still got some overstability. It's got a nice little dome to it, but that's my bag. It's a 1 year, one and some change, probably 15. Really aggressive into disc golfing. 1 year amateur. That's what I'm throwing. Some of these, like the Firebirds, I probably don't need to be throwing, but they have their place. The Thunderbirds and the Valkyries, these two are really fucking good. I like them. They're both like, what is that, 173? They're both 173, so like max weight stuff. The Sidewinder, I recommend anyone who is getting into disc golf to get a Sidewinder. I mean, it's amazing. But that's all I got, guys. T-Bird 3, yeah. Always the Eagles. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking learn how to use these Eagles. I'm just bound and determined to be a overstable disc golfer. Forehand, backhand, I just want to be the whole package. The whole package. Alright, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, share with your friends. Hit the bell for notifications. Like always, drink some whiskey, play disc golf, have fun. You know what? Good times, good vibes. Be safe, don't drink and drive. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.